Tonight, 5 night shift horror stories. Alone in the dark. Someone is always watching. I was watching the security cameras when one of them showed someone standing directly behind me. I froze. The problem was, I was completely alone in the building. It was 2:17 in the morning. I kept checking the clock, hoping I was reading it wrong. The building had been locked since midnight. No employees, no cleaners, no visitors. And yet, on camera 4, someone was standing in the hallway behind the security office. Not moving, not pacing, just standing there, facing my direction. The hallway lights were off, but the night vision captured the outline clearly. Tall, still, its head tilted slightly, as if listening. I told myself it had to be a glitch. Cameras malfunction sometimes. Shadows stretched in strange ways at night. I stood up and slowly turned around. Nothing. Empty, silent. I let out a nervous breath and turned back to the monitors. The figure was closer now. Its shoulders filled more of the screen. Its head tilt sharper, curious. I reached for the radio. "Control, anyone on frequency," I whispered. Nothing. Then the radio crackled. No words, just breathing. Slow, measured, too close. The breathing stopped, and on the monitor, the figure took a single step forward. Its posture was stiff, unnatural. I checked the access logs. The hallway door hadn't opened. Not once, no badge scan, no forced entry, nothing. My mind raced. Maybe someone had been trapped inside. Maybe I missed something, but I had locked that hallway myself. The figure raised its head slowly, and then the screen went black. Every camera shut off. Silence filled the room. After a few seconds, the screens flickered back on, all cameras normal, except camera 4, still dark. I grabbed my flashlight and walked the hallway, empty, no footprints, no signs of anyone. I checked every room, nothing. I returned to the security office, the feed was back. The hallway empty. I tried to calm myself. Maybe I imagined it. A friend of mine worked the night shift at a small hospital on the edge of town. He said nights there felt wrong in a way he couldn't explain. Too quiet, too empty, like the building was holding its breath. Most of the hospital shut down after midnight. Only a few floors stayed open, and even those were nearly deserted. One hallway on the 3rd floor was always dark. No patients were assigned there anymore. No official reason was ever given. One night, just after 3 a.m., the call button from one of those rooms lit up at the nurse's station. My friend frowned. That room wasn't supposed to be in use. He walked down the hallway, his footsteps echoing softly. The lights flickered as he reached the door. The call button was still glowing red. He pushed the door open. The room was empty. The bed was made, the curtains were still, no patient, no equipment running. He checked the bathroom, nothing. When he turned back toward the bed, the call button went dark. Relieved, he stepped back into the hallway. That's when he heard it. A soft sound like someone shifting their weight. He turned around slowly. In the corner of the room, where the light barely reached, someone was sitting. Their back was hunched, their head lowered, completely still. My friend called out, asking if they were okay. The figure didn't move. When he took a step closer, the lights flickered once more, and the corner was empty. He stood there, heart racing, staring at the spot where the figure had been. The room felt colder now, heavy. Later that night, he checked the security cameras. The footage showed him entering the room alone. No one else ever appeared. After that shift, he refused to go near the 3rd floor again. He transferred departments not long after. But he told me the strangest part wasn't what he saw at the hospital. It was that sometimes, late at night, he still wakes up feeling like someone is sitting quietly in the corner of his room, watching. Now, part 3, truck stop after midnight. I heard another story from a long-haul truck driver. He parked at a remote truck stop late at night. Sitting by the fuel pumps was a man, or at least something that looked like a man, motionless, watching. Hours passed. Every time the driver tried to leave, the figure appeared somewhere along his route. Security cameras never recorded anyone. Other drivers reported the same. People whispered that it was the same thing the night guards and hospital staff had felt, a presence that watches, waits, follows. The driver said he never understood why it always appeared where he was alone, but it seemed drawn to the night, drawn to the lonely. Next, Part 4, Rules Horror Night Guard Mistakes. Another security guard once broke the rules. Never open doors after 11 p.m., never enter the basement alone, never respond to noises without backup. He ignored one rule. He went to check a noise in the basement. The lights flickered. Shadows moved on their own. Doors slammed. The air felt alive, like something was breathing around him. He barely escaped, but he said afterward, he felt the same presence that others had described, watching, waiting, following him even outside the building. The last story comes from a man who worked alone in an office building at the edge of the city. Night shifts there were quiet, almost peaceful until they weren't. Every night, after midnight, the lights in the lobby flickered for no reason. Doors made soft clicking sounds like someone testing the handles. The cameras never showed anything unusual, but the feeling of being watched never went away. One night, while sitting at the reception desk, he noticed something on the floor. A shadow, long, thin, stretched across the tiles. It didn't match the desk. It didn't match the lights. And it didn't move when he moved. He stayed completely still, afraid that even breathing too loudly might give him away. The hum of the lights grew louder. The air felt heavy. When he finally looked up, the lobby was empty, but the shadow was still there. He quit a week later, said the building never felt empty again. Even now, when he's alone late at night, he sometimes notices shadows that don't belong to anything at all. And when that happens, he doesn't turn around.